Hey, how you doing? I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit real quickly here about flirting via text messaging and why it's effective. So number one, if you're shy, if you find that you're not really able to communicate what you're wanting to say to that hot girl you've been talking to, you know what? A little simple text message might do the trick. Let me explain this to you. How many people have you heard of, or do you know, that have either sent or received naked pictures via cell phone? Probably quite a few. I know a few people myself. You know why? Because even though that girl is sending you a picture of herself, there's a certain feeling of being anonymous when you're taking a picture behind the phone. My point is, guys, these girls are putting their guards down. They're being real. They're being crazy, being adventurous, and not doing something they would normally do in person. I mean, how many of those same girls would you say, hey, show me your boobs? And okay, probably not so many unless they're drunk. So when you get a girl that's texting like that, you're actually really able to take it further than that often and take that into a relationship. Let me go ahead and explain that to you. A lot of people all the time ask me, how can you text message a girl and be flirtatious? Or, you know, how can you be cute? And what's some funny things you can say via text message? And I say, I mean, just be yourself and say what you're thinking. But I mean, let me take this even further and show you where I learned what I know from. There's a course right now, a product online called Magnetic Messaging, which I've got pulled up right here. It's 191 pages. Full of amazing graphics, text examples, pretty much everything for literally getting 3 texts to the date and then, you know, taking a girl from here to here. That's, you know, my bed, my bedroom. So yeah, I mean, even if the girl is a bit shy, if you're a bit shy, it makes things a lot easier, and you're able to really get across that kind of little sexual attention here, and she's able to kind of communicate that back. It's something I've been doing for years myself, and why? Because it works. So let's take a look at the course here. Ignore me for a little bit here. This goes through, I mean, of course, the first phase, do you want to date her? And it tells you, you know, what your very first text should be. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. Then, of course, it goes through, you know, how do you respond to what do you look like, or who is this? If you got her number at a club and she might have been drunk, you know, how you can avoid becoming just her new texting buddy. You know, what if she doesn't respond? What if her interest is low? I mean, if you're not watching this in full screen right here, I'm giving you a free preview. So put this in high def and watch this sucker in full screen. You're going to learn a lot just from my talking about this right here. And then, of course, it's going to talk about the bad behavior files when good girls go bad. It's, of course, how to get rid of a negative response, how to change her mind, how to get around excuses. And then, of course, it goes into the second phase, you know, first date and beyond. Setting up the second date, texting a girl you just slept with, how to compliment in an attractive way, how to create anticipation, guys. This is all stuff you can do right here. And if you don't believe me again, think again about sexting. How many people do you know that have sent or received texts of naked chicks or naked... How many people have sent nudes? There we are. They've sent nude pictures of themselves, or they've received them from a girl or a guy they're talking to. Probably quite a few people that you know. And again, why? Because you're able to be anonymous, sort of. And it's a lot easier to take a picture with your phone, you know, in your bedroom or the bathroom and send it to someone instead of just saying, hey. And you know what, guys? If a girl is showing you her junk in a text message, not always, but there's a pretty good chance that you can close that. And this guy's going to show you exactly how to close it. It's going to show you how to simply get laid if that's all you want. It's going to show you how to bullshit her, how to compliment her, how to flatter her, and how to get her in bed. Or if you want something else, it's going to show you how to date her, how to get in a relationship with her, and how to make her your girlfriend or a girl that you're dating. So I mean, really, it's 191 pages. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. I mean, as you can see, it's not just a bunch of text crammed together. I mean, it's spaced out nicely. It's very easy to read. I like the fact that it's not fluff. It really goes through everything from A to Z for what you can do. And I'm going through a little bit right here. Let's see here. Trying to find something to show you guys here. Okay, here we are. The 3 ingredients of attractive phone use. This is page number 12 out of, or page number 13 out of 191. So right here it says, the next time you're staring at your phone, wondering what do you text the girl, think of pizza. Now I know it sounds simple and strange, but using your phone can be as simple as remembering the ingredients to pizza, which of course are dough, tomato sauce, and cheese. Now likewise, there are only 3 ingredients to phone and text games. Number 1, sparking emotions. Number 2, making connections. Number 3, handling logistics. And by the way, this can be done in literally 3 texts. It really is that easy. Then it kind of goes into what you should not be doing. I mean, I'm not going to give you the whole thing here, but I mean, this is a really, really, really brilliant guide. It goes through in the second half here, and it gives you examples throughout the entire thing here. I mean, here's an example you could send a girl you might have met at a club that might have been a little tipsy and forgot who you were. You know, if she asks what you look like. Let me scroll up here. Okay, well, I lost a little weight since we met, so I'm down to 647 pounds, and I'm only missing 5 teeth. You gotta check me out. So, I mean, that's something funny. Shit, that had me laughing when I read it. That's going to get their attention. That's going to get them laughing. That's not going to be the typical response. Oh, hi, you know, I'm the blonde dude, 5'8", kind of skinny, working out, tattoos. You know, it's not the same boring response they're going to forget. It's something they're going to laugh. It's something that's going to make them laugh, and they're going to remember, and they're going to remember you over maybe other guys they met that night. And if you want to meet up, for example, here's how you do it. Here's another example. You can read this. If she says, you know, let's take a look here. I mean, I really can't give you guys too much about this, but I mean, it's really funny. She's going to respond that it's funny. She's going to respond, LOL, you're crazy, or something like that. And what you want to do then is you don't just want to keep chatting back and forth. LOL, how are you? You're cute. Tee-hee, hi. Don't be freaking stupid, man. Don't be stupid. You want to set things up right there on text number 2 and score that date. Drinks, club, whatever. All right, meet me for a drink. No pressure. Chicks like that. Chicks like no pressure. It'll be like a blind date of sorts, but you go to look for a 647-pound sex bomb. Let's meet at 8 o'clock in front of O'Leary's Pub on 54th and 3rd Avenue. Blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, right there, you're going to get past her initial radar. You're not going to be her texting buddy. You're going to be going straight. You're going to make her laugh right away. So she's going to think, oh, he's funny. She's going to like you because you are the guy that did not give her the typical response. You are the guy that made her laugh immediately after one text message, and she is going to remember that. But, you know, I'm really not going to go through everything like closing it. I mean, there's really, like I said, a crap load of examples here right now. I'm on page 76. I mean, this goes all the way down to 191. This covers multiple examples, multiple scenarios. I mean, pretty much everything you could want to do. I mean, if you're single, this is going to tell you how you can really pick up on hot girls just with their numbers, if you already have it, of course. If you're maybe dating a girl, if you're married, this is going to show you how to spice up your married life, spice up your sex life, and make your wife or your girlfriend, or you know, just make her really feel loved and feel like that you cherish her. Because of course you do, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But you know, overall, guys, I've got to tell you, this thing is freaking amazing. This has taught me a lot, and I've been getting laid online since Friendster. Actually, shoot, since AOL came out. In fact, true story, by the way. I'll tell you how I got laid once with one email. I had this girl on MySpace. This is probably back in, Jesus, I was living in Fullerton, Orange County. So it must have been 2003, maybe 2004. And she messaged me on MySpace, and I kid you not, she just said, "Hey, you're pretty hot. We should bump into each other sometime." And I responded, well, what did I say? I didn't just bullshit her and, oh yeah, cute, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know, why did I do a girl voice for that? No, I didn't just respond anyway. I responded how only I would respond. I said, why don't we run into each other naked sometime? I promise it's easier to type that than to say it. But you know what? Think about that. It's easier to type something like that than to say something like that, which exactly is why it worked for me. I was shy at the time. While I think I'm a decent-looking guy now, and I was decent-looking then, I was a bit shy. I wasn't the kind of guy that could walk up to girls and say shit like that. Like, hey, nice tits, or hey, you want to grab my ass? Which, by the way, both are funny and do have their times to be used. But no, I responded to her. We should get together. We should bump into each other naked sometime. And she responded, getting all horny right away. And I kid you not, she came over the very next night. We did it. once for a few hours. It was fun, and never saw her again, but I didn't really care to. She was cute, she was hot, I had my way with her, she had her way with me, we enjoyed each other's company, and I slept that night a very satisfied young man. So guys, you get the point. It's a lot easier to speak your mind. It's a lot easier to be bold, to be flirtatious, to be sexually suggestive when you're working via text message or via email. And that is why I'm going to recommend this course. So hey, check it out. If you have any questions, leave your comments down below. I'm sorry if I'm talking kind of fast. I've had a lot of coffee today. But seriously, guys, I think you're really, really, really going to dig this stuff. Check it out. And word to your mother.